limit. Introducing, at 270 pounds, coming from East Germany, Hans Hermann. And his tag team partner today, at 242 pounds, coming from Greenwich Village, Mr. Irresistible, Sweet Daddy Siki. He's accompanied by Lenny Montana. Their opponents today, introducing, at 238 pounds, coming from Winnipeg, Rick Patterson. And his tag team partner at 226 pounds, coming from Beverly Hills, Buddy Lane. The referee for this first match is Bernie Richard. First match action, today's card of Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling, is tag team action. We've got Rick Patterson and Buddy Lane teamed up against Mr. Irresistible and Hans Hermann. Certainly a wrestler that's making his mark here in the Atlantic Canada area this year. Hans Hermann from East Germany, 270-pounder, teamed up with Mr. Irresistible, Sweet Daddy Siki. First match action, today's card of Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling. They're accompanied by Lenny Montana and discussing some last-minute strategy. Okay, we've had the bell call for. There it is, and we're set to go with action in this match on today's card of Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling. And hello, everyone. Welcome once again to our program. And it looks like we're going to have some further discussions in that corner before we get started. Referee Bernie Richard having difficulty getting things underway. And investigating Sweet Daddy Siki right off the bat. Buddy Lane straightening out Sweet Daddy Siki today. Sweet Daddy Siki advising the referee how to do his business. I guess the fans would agree that Sweet Daddy Siki should look after his own business. There are some nice maneuvers there by both Sweet Daddy Siki and by Buddy Lane. And, well, Sweet Daddy's maneuver there a little bit questionable on the legal side. Buddy Lane, he's got a pin attempt on Sweet Daddy Siki, but Mr. Irresistible using the hair to get that hole broken up. And again, and the referee Bernie Richard caught Mr. Irresistible in that action. We've got a tag, and in comes Hans Hermann. The team of Sweet Daddy Siki and Hans Hermann. A very formidable tag team that you've got right there. It could be competition in just about any tag team competition anywhere in the world. There's Hans Hermann and Mr. Irresistible, Sweet Daddy Siki. And, of course, look at the work that this Buddy Lane is doing. Buddy Lane. And Rick Patterson teaming up on the other side. What an opportunity for these fellas. Oh, nice maneuvers, both by Hermann and by Buddy Lane. And we're going to sit back and analyze where we are. Both of them. Hans Hermann, overhand wrist lock. Ah, nice reversal by Buddy Lane. Good counter maneuver, tag, and in comes Rick Patterson. Sweet Daddy Siki is attempting to get in. And we're seeing some pretty good tactical wrestling going on right now. A few odd moments of discretion, I would say. Oh, nice out by Rick Patterson. And we're on the ropes. We're going to have that broken. Hans Hermann using the ropes to thwart any efforts that Rick Patterson had of flipping him off the rope. Mr. Irresistible, Sweet Daddy Siki, addressing the fans. And referee Bernie Richard saw that flagrant use of the hair. Of course, that's one area that Hans Herman, you can't get at him with. You can't pull his hair. Shoulder tackle off the rope. Down goes Hans Herman twice. He's down. Oh, nice reversal by Rick Patterson. Hans Herman had some ideas, but Rick Patterson showed him some speed and reversed it on him. Nice maneuver. Hey, good wrestling here by Rick Patterson and Hans Herman. This match, today's card, we've got a tag, and in comes Mr. Irresistible, Sweet Daddy Siki. And we've got some double teaming on Rick Patterson, so Buddy Lane comes in. He wants to help out his tag team partner, but referee Bernie Richard sends him back to the stable. Sweet Daddy Siki, meanwhile, pounding away, elbow smashes and fists to the head and midsection of Rick Patterson. Now they use the boot on the rope, and there's some quick tag, and in comes Hans Herman. They've got Rick Patterson in some kind of trouble. We've reached the 5-minute mark on this match of today's card of Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling. Tag team action. Hans Herman and Rick Patterson, the opening match on today's card. Body slam. Elbow smash. And there's a pin. 1, 2. That's all. Just a quick kick out at count of 2. Rick Patterson was getting dangerously close to losing that fall. And of course, this is a one fall, 20-minute time limit. And Hans Herman gets Buddy Lane in. He takes the referee's attention while Hans Herman and Sweet Daddy Siki team up on Mr. Rick Patterson. And Patterson's had a real rough ride of it here. Particularly the double teaming efforts of Hans Herman. And there's a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Rick Patterson. And I suggest that Patterson's going to have some kind of problem here if he doesn't get out of there very quickly. Sweet Daddy Siki up on the rope to get some extra leverage on the back of Rick Patterson. This team of Sweet Daddy Siki and Hans Herman using every bit of leverage they can get. And I'll tell you, Rick Patterson's bringing those punches right up from the floor. There's a tag, and in comes Buddy Lane and Sweet Daddy Siki. And we've got Buddy Lane now saying, I can use a fist too, and this is how we do it. But the tag is made, and in comes Hans Herman before Sweet Daddy Siki get into too much trouble. And he misses the big elbow, and up for the flying body press. 1, 2, and a quick kickoff. The Sweet Daddy Siki was in there to make sure that his tag team partner wasn't nailed. And look at the laces of the boot right across the eyes of Buddy Lane. And that will show you right there. You have a good example of what this team of Sweet Daddy Siki and Hans Herman are capable of. They'll use anything at their disposal. Using the ring ropes, boot laces, double teaming on the opponent. I'll tell you. Look at this, Buddy Lane fighting back for just a second. His attempt at getting an advantage his way. We've got a body press. 1, 2. No, sir, not enough. Buddy Lane showing his dexterity and toughness on that attempt by Sweet Daddy Siki, Mr. Irresistible. And this wrestling match has turned into just a Pier 6 brawl. Rick Patterson Now able to get the tag. He nailed Pat Herman, who had some ideas of coming in. He'd probably change those right now. Drop kick off the rope. Mr. Irresistible. Rick Patterson, and Sweet Daddy Siki says that's enough of that. Ant Herman comes in for his shot at Rick Patterson. He's got a lot to do. Ant Herman catches him off the rope. The backbreaker right across the knee. And no. Hey, he went for it again. Into the small package. 1, 2. And a kick out. And a little bit of help from Sweet Daddy Siki. This match has had more ups and downs than a roller coaster. And I'll tell you, Patterson and Buddy Lane both have had a good shot at getting a big win over Ant Herman and Sweet Daddy Siki. Tag team action. Today's card of Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling. We've reached the 10-minute mark in this match. Ant Herman whips Rick Patterson off the rope. And Patterson up with a beautiful drop kick. A tag, and in comes Buddy Lane. See if he can finish off Ant Herman and get a much-needed victory right here for the team of Patterson and Buddy Lane. Oh, a beautiful drop kick by Buddy Lane on Sweet Daddy Siki. And another drop kick on Ant Herman. Look at this Buddy Lane flying. Whoa, up and Adam's shoulder tackle off the ropes. Oh, a body punch off the ropes. Buddy Lane caught. But Rick Patterson kicks him off. Buddy Lane was caught coming off the ropes. And Mr. Irresistible, Sweet Daddy Siki, with the backbreaker. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. That is all she wrote. Rick Patterson thought his tag team partner, Buddy Lane, had enough left, but there they have the victory, hands raised, of Sweet Daddy Siki and Ant Herman. Now the fans are questioning the use of some article by Mr. Irresistible, Sweet Daddy Siki, on Buddy Lane, who's still laying on the ring floor. We'll be back with more wrestling on Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling in just a moment.